and welcome to another episode of Draw With Me, where we put 10 minutes on the clock and try and draw as much as we possibly can. Now, the challenge is a personal one, so whether you're drawing heads, torsos, full bodies, drawing with crayons, pencils, pens, watercolor, it does not matter as long as you are pushing yourself to level up your artistic career, right? Like, one of the big things that I've noticed is that timed drawings really do push you and make you better. So the more that you do them, the better you will get. So I hope that you will join me in these drawings so that you can get better in your artistic career. Now we are going to continue to be drawing the women of X-Men, and today's character is the Scarlet Witch. Now, if you do not know how to draw the Scarlet Witch, do not worry, there's plenty of reference, but go ahead and hit that pause button and grab your reference and your materials, and when you are ready, come on back and we will get started. All right, welcome back. We're gonna put 10 minutes on the clock and we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff. So, I've been tasked with trying to give you guys a little bit more information from the characters, but you know, to be honest, it's not something when you look at it and you're just like, oh my goodness, I need to do a whole lot of research. And especially with these characters that have so much history, right? They just got so much history, and it's like, wow, what exactly should I be pulling? You know, like, what kind of info is it that I should be gathering from these characters, right? Ooh. And so, I don't know, I think we're gonna... It was something that came and was like, hey, you know, you should do this. And it's like, oh, okay. It was a suggestion. I mean, I asked about it, and I think that it's a good idea, but I think I'm going to have to try and figure that one out as far as how we're going to make that work so that it's not, you know, going to be an issue for when I'm, struggling. So, but let's see. What do I know about Wanda? So, Wanda was created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. 1964 is when she appeared in X-Men number 4, if memory serves me right. And she was always, like, since the 80s, she was supposed to be this super powerful, sorceress. But I think that she really started, after a while, like, she got the super push because of her ability to change and manipulate reality. And so, she became super powerful. And I really think that it's cool that she's able to do that because, when we saw her in WandaVision, right? And I have, now don't get mad at me for this, but I haven't actually seen WandaVision, but I've heard enough about it, right? And so it's like, I thought it was really cool on how they portrayed her as this, like, loving mom and all that stuff, and it's just like, but she was warping reality and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, so she is super powerful, which, I mean, I just thought was really cool that they went ahead and played that up based on her trauma, and she's just like, oh, you don't get it. This is horrible stuff, that she's went through, which we saw the loss, in the movies, it's like the loss of her brother and all that kind of stuff. So I just thought it was really cool. That she, they're giving her the ability to be the super powerful sorceress that she actually is. It's like, oh, I don't know. I think that's really cool. So it's here, and then that would come up like so. Like that up there, and I think that's it. Right, and then we've got Scarlet Witch. Okay. What else do I know? It's like, what else do I know about the Scarlet Witch? I know that if memory serves me right, they did a story where she's the reason, like, I think it was her, like, she's the reason why everyone lost all their, like, mutants lost their powers and stuff. I think that was her. Could be very, very wrong in that one, but I do believe that that was her. But I don't know. I think it's one of those ones where I'm like, I think she's really cool. They did give her different kind of like origin as far as when in the different movies, right? Because different studios was able to do different things with the character and stuff like that. So, but I like the Avengers type stories that she was given. So I have such a huge problem drawing curly hair because I really just want it to go a certain way, and curly hair doesn't necessarily do that, right? And you have to kind of always play around with how's it going to look, and it's not always easy. All right, so but I think that's good. Where are we at? 4 minutes. Okay. So what do you all think of the Scarlet Witch? Did you like her portrayal in the movies? I also know that Quicksilver is her brother, which then makes Magneto. It's supposed to make Magneto the dad. So, a little bit of that. Okay. Okay. Red. Hard parts. 3 minutes left. I do know that her and her brother were founding members of the Brotherhood. So there's that as well. But, I think my marker is trying to tell me that it's almost time to get the replacement going. So once again, with these markers, right, I don't know if you can really tell when I'm doing it, but I can tell. So I have one side that's, it still has a lot of ink in it, but they're, as a person who's worked with markers a lot, you can start telling when stuff is like, oh, it's getting close. And the one side has its own ink barrel, right? And so you're like, all right, so that it's like, oh, it's running out of ink, but it's only that one side. So if I use the other side, it's like, ooh, look, there's all this ink. But what's really funny is how this marker actually has a very unique and patented delivery system, and so it flows, even though it's like, oh, well, I think that it's getting close to the end. It'll flow. It'll just give you all the ink until there is no more ink, which is awesome. If you haven't checked them out, definitely check out Olo markers. They are fantastic. Okay, pink. This time we got 120, 122. Okay. Like so. That. Then we'll bring this in like so. Show a little shadow. This will come in like this. Shoot a little shadow from that. Okay. Oh, eyeballs. 45 seconds. Oh no. Oh wow. It's okay. Here. That. Bam, bam, bam. Bring in the nose. A little bit of the under chin, like so. Okay. Last one. 17 seconds. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna fail right at the last one for the hair because it's so hot. Knew it! So close. So look at that.